And here we go. Right when the Pittsburgh Steelers are set out to begin the OTA period, they have decided that they wanted to add another running back to this roster, at least for the rest of OTAs, mandatory minicamp and training camp as well. With Arthur Smith, revitalizing this offense, trying to bring in a brand new, perspective, they're going to add another running back here in Jonathan Ward to go along with Najee Harris, Jalen Warren, Cordell Patterson, Dejuan Edwards, I should say, and Aaron Champlin as well. But with that being said, Jonathan Ward is going to be a guy that comes in here, competes for the number 3 job, could make the roster, but at the end of the day, he's not a lock by any means, so he's got a lot of work to do. A guy who, tried out, looked very good, Arthur Smith and Mike Tomlin, and they decided to give him a deal. Now in this video, we're going to break down everything you need to know about Jonathan Ward, who he is as a player, and why I think he could be a good fit as long as he continues to work, continues to, get focused, learn the playbook, and get ready for OTs. Once those pads come on, man, you have to be good, especially at the running back position. You got to show that you can get in and out of tackles. You have to show that you can break tackles, right? But also have incredible ball carrier vision as well. We'll see what you can do. But let's break down, who he is as a player. Now, coming out of college, he was actually a pretty solid running back. In 2019, his last year at Central Michigan, put up 183 carries for over 1,100 yards and 15 touchdowns, but also was a threat in the air as well, catching 34 passes for 329 yards and also another touchdown in the air. Now, ever since he got into the NFL, hasn't been that much of a factor. Over 17 carries, 69 yards, 4.1 yards per carry. Has not been too much of, a threat on the offensive side of the football, right? Even receiving the ball, only, 6 catches for 52 yards and a touchdown back in 2020. But always has been a very good special teamer, but a guy who, had some potential just strictly at the running back position. And again, I don't think he's a guy that's a lock to make the roster by any means necessary, but when you have an offense here led by Arthur Smith and what they're trying to do is run the football, you're going to need a lot of depth, right? Najee is a guy that, they declined their 5th-year option on Najee Harris, right? He has to have a big year, but if there's an injury, who's going to be that second, that third, that fourth man up here? We don't really know. Obviously, Jalen Warren is probably the next guy in the rotation. But after Jalen Warren, it gets a little bit dicey. Cordell Patterson, getting up there in age, specifically going to be a really good return man, right? But then you have an undrafted rookie free agent and, Dejuan Edwards, who I think could be a really good player. But at the end of the day, he is just a rookie, right? And then you have a guy like Aaron Champlin. Don't really know too much about him either. So, listen, I think they got to do their due diligence, bring in some more backs here, and make sure that they have every opportunity to have depth competition at a high level at the, an NFL minicamp, training camp, and OTAs. I think this is a good signing, low risk, potential high reward. I mean, you don't really lose anything by signing him, but definitely a guy that can, make a name for himself over the next couple of weeks. So let me know what you guys think about this signing. Again, nothing crazy, but when you look at the Steelers' offense from last season, they ranked, pretty poorly in a ton of different categories. I don't think Jonathan Ward really moves the needle too much, but you never really know, man. So hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family, and I'll see you guys in the next Steelers update. And by the way, OTAs are today, I believe. We will be having OTA footage, okay? If you guys want to see my OTA breakdown, highlights, analysis, news, notes, everything you need to know about OTAs, mandatory minicamp, training camp, we got you guys covered. Join the family, and I'll see you guys later today when my Steelers video drops. Peace.